Hi everybody, this is the first of what's going to be a full library of drum tuition videos. Whether you're a complete beginner, you've never picked up a drumstick before, or you've played a little bit and you want to get a bit more experience, or you're at a professional level and you want to get your grade 8 and get your kind of masters of instrument level in, then that's what we're hoping to do. Using the rock school kind of grading system, I'm looking to take everyone right through from grade 1 all the way through to grade 8 to get you the qualifications that you need to then go on and be a professional drummer, or just to tweak your skills and get a little bit better and be a bit sharper behind the kit. So I've been working within the kind of live music industry for maybe 18 years now. Played drums for a lot of that, played drums for a lot of bands in a lot of different genres, a lot of different styles. Most notably I was in a side band called Wraiths. I played a lot of heavy death metal stuff, which obviously I love, but that's not necessarily all of my skill set. I play lots of different things, and I thought it'd be nice to kind of share that knowledge and get that out there. But before we get ahead of ourselves, the very first thing I thought we'd look at is how to hold drumsticks properly. I've got plenty of friends that play drums that are self-taught, and this is something that I've noticed within them that they perhaps might do a little bit wrong. So if you want to stick around and have a look and make sure that you're doing everything right, then by all means please do. So obviously 2 drumsticks, size dependent on person. If you're just starting out, I recommend getting size 5A drumsticks. These are 5Bs, I like them a tiny bit heavier, but they range from 7A, which is kind of pencil thin, right through to like 11Bs, which are like baseball bats. So you can get a lot of different sizes, but if you start off with a 5A, and after you play for a little while, you begin to understand what maybe works best for you and your body type, and make some decisions further down the line about like a thicker or thinner or longer or short drumstick. 1 drumstick in each hand. Obviously I'm going to teach regular kind of drumming, not traditional like this. I don't have as much experience kind of playing like that, so I wouldn't want to step on that, but I'm sure there's plenty of tutorials out there about how to hold the stick properly in your left hand like that if you're interested in playing a bit of freestyle like that. So we're going to hold them regular way, so you can see my hands there. The first and most important thing is to make sure that the stick stays between your thumb and your forefinger like that. So thumb facing forwards, first finger just curled round slightly. Now what you'll find, if you're doing this right, after a lot of time and after a lot of playing, you actually develop calluses and hardened skin around this area of your hand here. That means you're holding your drumstick right. So effectively, thumb and forefinger like that, same on your left hand side. You should be able to control and hold your drumstick without using these 3 fingers. Now, naturally, you kind of want to curl them round, and they do provide a bit more support, but you should be able to just hold onto your drumstick just like that. And you'll see there's about maybe an inch and a half past my hand onto my wrist sticking out, and that's what that kind of tapping is there, it bouncing off the palm of my hand. Then you want to obviously curl your other fingers round, like so, and then turn your hands over. So your palms are down and your hands are at a nice relaxed pose, and over time you should be able to build that speed up. So for now, just get used to it bouncing, get used to that feeling. There should be a little bit of bounce, a little bit of play. I've got a snare drum beneath me, but obviously I'm not hitting it, just to show you what it should be like, how fluid and smooth it should be like in your hands. So that's how to grip your drumstick. Now the next thing I notice, and I see this a lot in self-taught drummers, is the positioning of your elbows and your forearms, and then how they sit in terms of your natural posture. Obviously you want to kind of be back up straight, legs at a 90-degree angle towards your pedals, which we'll cover in a different video if you like. And you want to flare out your elbows so your drumsticks naturally meet in the middle like this, but the ends of your drumsticks are sticking right out. A lot of self-taught drummers will play like this with the drumsticks parallel, and that's how they'll naturally hit the drums. If you stretch your arms out like that, it'll feel a lot more natural, and you'll feel have a lot more play within the drumsticks there, and your forearms will not burn out as quickly and as easily as they would if they were like that. If you try and play like that, your hands, you'll notice are already, your palms are kind of supinely twisted like that, which means a lot of the pressure actually comes up here, which is on tendons, not muscle, which will lead to kind of RSI. A lot of drummers have RSI anyway from doing this, from just playing for years and years and years, but you'll get it a bit quicker if you start playing like this. And equally, you'll learn it's a bit harder as you try and go a bit faster. You've got a bit less control over the drumsticks, and also your forearms just instantly start to kind of burn out because it's not the ideal position. So top tip for today, no parallel drumsticks. You want the tips pointing forward, your elbows flaring out, a nice relaxed kick movement. So just practice that, see how you get on, and let me know. If you've got any questions, feel free to drop me a line in the comments. I'll do my best to get back to you, or if you want a bit more further information, drop me a message and I'll see what I can do. But yeah, next lesson we're going to learn how to read drum music. And that sounds quite intimidating and also quite boring, but It's actually fairly straightforward. Drum music is probably the easiest of all music to be read. It's a lot like guitar tablature if you've ever learned to play guitar, or how to kind of pick out chords and where to put everything. It's fairly straightforward. I'll have some examples with me. I'll probably use the Rock School Grade 1 book, and then after that we'll get into some snare drum rudiments and some coordination lessons. Thanks everyone.